appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for...
Is he really looking it up?
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears...
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning...
Guess that was still pretty interesting. So, where to next?
Useless.
All right, soldiers. Now that
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on?
Ferris, the Knight of Flower.
Oh, do you want...
What's the... Ooh!
And there's also...
What? Travel...
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha-ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right! Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going?
Useless.
A feeling of... Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel... In that case, Paimon also felt something like that. So, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it. Your intentional...
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts.
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that burn thing that... Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. That thing? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about... Hey, Dunyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dunyarzad.
Oh,
Kidnappers?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but
Whew.
not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days,
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
it really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu?
Deja vu? No. But my days of...
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time?
Nilou's dance of...
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not... When we return,
Understood. I will...
the Sub-Zero's fest...
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. It's okay.
But you've been real
It truly is
true, but
the next festival.
wait.
No, nothing.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Ah, did- So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that dish... Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but that...
Continue to monitor for variances in the...
Why does Paimon feel so... Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound good.
I'm doing well. There's no...
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can Oh, are you interested? It's not that simple. Each box contains a And there's also... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. Paimon? What?
That couldn't have been luck. How was this mind reading? X-ray.
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Boring!
What are you looking for? Traveler? That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already...
A knowledge capsule?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well, this seems kind... What the... This is our... Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably... That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and She doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good. You passed the test.
What's happening?
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. I can only give you
She looks like she isn't doing well.
if we can break out of the... But as things are...
You sure love to use...
Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and... the moon illusions. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. My mind feels exhausted. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate." That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly... That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth..."
A time loop. You've given similar...
Still the wrong answer?
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena.
Junior is a...
The Sub-Zerus festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find...
Let's think about our current and to do that, Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memory...
Hey, it's you guys again.
She...
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the... Huh? What kind of philosophical Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru?
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is true. Anyway, if this all
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is...
You're really excited about this, huh?
help you...
So, you're admitting that you don't have a...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or what you just said. Are you serious?
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything... The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fear...
So that's how it is. Looks like we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into... at this time of day...
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone...
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around.
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. The moon, illusions. My mind feels exhausted. People in Sumeru don't dream.
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known.
All right, so this is...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady, are you angry? All right.
thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's.
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow.
Miss Dunyarzad, she's...
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma.
I can sense her aura.
Do you believe us now? So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zeru's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Akademiya's sick. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memory?
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of...
A gnosis could do...
So, this Nahida you mentioned.
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. People in Sumeru don't dream. That doesn't sound right. I need to... That doesn't sound right. What's happening right now? That doesn't sound right. My mind feels exhausted.
You mean the Akasha is... When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge... Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put...
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole...
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely... We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of...
Paimon, remember?
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now, oh, Paimon doesn't get it.
It's extremely difficult.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? The moon? Wasn't that the...
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on...
Okay, then.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt?
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
anything strange. You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say, it's as if I've already used it.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only no-
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no-
So you want us to...
How did you know what I-
forget... Whew, it's finally nighttime. Aside... Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today. Even... Do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on all...
Hey! What kind of an answer?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but how many todays has it been? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's what. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom. Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Continue the harvest, compared to what we stand.
We're still in the same day! Nahida!
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope.
Paimon's at the Duke did that!
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, in other words, if you weren't here...
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh.
So, what's your new...
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memory. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks... But muscle memory can't be erased.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're...
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all.
You're in for a little shock.
We don't have many...
Useless!
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's...
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I would...
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything. It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got...
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Useless. This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training...
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several... Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it?
That's true, but what if they...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training. I'm a professional fighter. My martials... The force, angle, and entry point of each It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own
Is it really impossible? What if...
People often say that a camera's photo can never... The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilou's stage. See you later.
Well, that... But at least we've reached some... Yep, that's true. So... strange? Paimon feels like Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really... Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're... How about we go back and ask Nahida?
back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a...
Leaving the city. As far as I remember...
We did? But we don't...
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time,
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our...
Really? That's kinda strange.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Our memories are back! About that...
Traveler, aside from your listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from Okay. One, two.
Why can't we leave the city?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand...
I have a real emergency.
That's your problem.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Akademiya already announced a lot. Let's go and question. Hello, sir. What?
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't... This is a good spot. And the Huh? Why? But... Oh... Paimon knows... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see... Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon...
Paimon, calm down.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared. And... No way! Paimon...
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of... I guess that explains everything.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyar's out for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it can connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida.
Yep. I'll help you save the message.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once. Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the but everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha.
After the beep, Traveler said, even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have...
Was that space actually the... My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zeru's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day! Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just... So no matter how strange or spooky things...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? Hey! Where are... Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time? Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know! Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and Okay.
All the bizarre those spaces remind me of... Okay, Nahida said the Akasha... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. We've already experienced... People in Sumeru don't dream. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, the Akasha steals their dreams without them. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact,
correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable? It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. And it grants knowledge to the people.
That doesn't sound right.
oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there...
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words...
So in other words, the complete opposite of how... Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish to... The real story is that the sages from the...
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about this...
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. That doesn't sound right. Those spaces... Those dreamscapes kept vanishing.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their disembodied consciousness. No one is any the wiser. People wake up to yet another dream about this.
So, this is like a dream factory.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep...
Alright, last question.
They say that alchemical divination is...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should... Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already... Secondly, you're probably one... That's because people don't remember. So whenever they wake up...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had it...
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendril can a person gain the Dendril element's dream-enhancing power. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara. Deceiving the people after we end the Sub-Zero's...
How can the
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time?
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Nahida? Wait. Now that Paimon... Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already...
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it.
She's actually something like a puppet. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like...
But
puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living... You know...
Dunyarzad true?
Yes. I just gave her a little wisdom, so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so...
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. Don't be like that, Nahida.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh?
Well, if this is someone's dream, which means
Imagination.
imagination means like when the However, the dream will but right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how, find some way
How are we going to and even if we did find, after all, like,
it's extremely as for me,
out of town?
yes. Hurry and go.
She was such a good person. Yeah. But Paimon's wondering, do you think... Huh. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers. Let's go ask him some questions.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine. Just,
An experiment? That came...
could you make a wish?
You want me to make...
Less questions!
Okay, my wish.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Ferris Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunya?
Oh, is it that obvious? When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh!
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but... nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. Boring!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... Ugh. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
Feeling
You
lucky
cunt.
today.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little close.
Motion to compel.
Let's spark things up a
Boom boom!
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little...
Motion to compel.
My. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Don't be such a brute. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Boom boom! Motion to compel. Time for your arraignment.
Lament!
Life goes on. Incinerate! Boom boom! Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like that. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the... She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying Yeah, even if it... This is the place! Hey, the windows are unlocked! Okay, Paimon's gonna take... This was only a temporary... Should we open... Wow. Even though she was also busy, she must have... If we hadn't... But now that we know... Hey! Where are you off? Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked.
There will always be frustrations in life.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, what? Where are we going this time?
Ad Astra. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single... The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise...
How did they...
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the akademiya. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get a... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves... So they're just substitute...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Patisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers.
Ah, that beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weak.
Hey! They disappeared! So Nilou's the host. What purple Patisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilou's subconscious, they can appear. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilou assumed there would be real Pati. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly. But if we want to end the samsara, we need the hope. How should we make Nilou realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream.
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Ooh, sounds familiar.
Yep. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how, afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away. The Dendro Archon. His wife. In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters.
So, the first.
Yes.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over, too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels... Paimon think... The Sub-Zeros... Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zeros? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What Huh? What you...
Useless.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zeros Festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zeros Festival. And... Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zeros Festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily?
Both are fine. Everyone reacts.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's?
That story begins a long time. At that time, however...
So, the sage...
And I...
Yeah!
Trying to find a... Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
At the Avidia forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall
You also heard someone's voice, right?
Yeah! So you do know! We've been...
Has he to...
A message from
King Deshra?
Okay, so...
Greater Lord many but I believe...
So the tree and... But...
The traveler wasn't a... No. This puzzle has life and death that's... Got it! To be...
Oh, and go and get some sleep.
Literally...
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last...
Astra Avisask. We meet again?
Hi, Catherine! Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Oh, how about this? Please attend the Akademiya's Academic Symposium this afternoon.
Wait, say what?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there.
Hey, that's not any better.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions.
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get...
From when she said, Ad Astra Abisask?
So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival, except it was in my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carrot.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity?
No, we aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing?
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring...
Right.
So our first...
Oh, good.
Boring!
Let's continue our chat here.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate this?
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now... No way, that's too risky.
You mean it'd be...
No, doing that with...
That's a good point.
We're in the dark as of now, since we still don't know anything about their goals. After all, I've already tried that, but it seems that...
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida,
According to a...
Okay.
Well, then I should find...
You're saying we should Oh!
But actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that
Setaria. We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival. Paimon still
She was born in...
Oh, Paimon didn't know...
The name Sitaria. Later on, soon after, the star began. But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
From the sound of... But she...
Indeed. She's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had all right. That way, from my past tomorrow after to prepare.
Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
This should be Sataria's favorite fortune No, I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now is for you to pick
talking style and...
My poor lost lambs. Have you become trouble? The divine voice...
Huh? Really?
Shh. Of course. It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended...
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Love prospects? No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be? Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read...
Is that so?
If you were to...
Is this another one?
Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helps Sataria a lot when they start talking.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some...
We caught wind...
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big...
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
This should be our final stop. Satar...
Nahida!
It's my duty to protect Samira's...
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh?
If I recall... After all, but... What an admiral... So this restaurant...
That's right.
I see.
Was that everybody?
Sataria's... I remember... Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the...
Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert.
Well, King Dashret is long gone. And Sataria is also too smart to fall. If we simply engage... But... If we...
So, you mean...
Yep. As long as... Exactly.
Huh?
That's no problem.
Huh.
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But see...
Yeah, don't be...
All right.
Sometimes the law's compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balance. The two is a discipline in its own right.
Here she comes. Satori!
Let's quietly follow. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you.
Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right?
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune?
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you...
A mess?
Well, could you do a read?
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods are asking, Setaria, what?
Why haven't I...
Setaria.
And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's...
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god...
Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the Akademiya. How can King...
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer.
Oh, no. As a... I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Whoa, she just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset, too.
Well done. Setaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida.
All I know are some... Anyway...
She's out of Kim's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Huh? Wasn't he nursing a leg injury? If I recall correctly...
He sprained his arm a while...
Actually, while we're...
Yeah, he...
If you could find the time... He has a quick
Oh? So, who are you siding with? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret and...
Akeem, you don't mean... You've...
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa, Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
You really zero... But once everything...
Come on! Setaria's already started talking with Shishan!
So, Shishan, have you, like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the
Wait, how could you...
Are you still failing to realize that the Akademiya's lowly...
Shishan?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be... In reality...
Please, please stop!
Even now, Setaria's still trying to remember.
She can no longer justify everything to...
Hey, she's
This is the most...
Mercenary, you're a member of the
Please, try to remain calm.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents.
Heretics?
King Deshret!
Miss Setaria. King Deshret, you must face the truth, Setaria. You tread a child of King Deshret.
Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
I've also been... But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you true?
That's not important. The important thing is if you could provide...
I've actually never believed in the gods. Please tell me, what can I... I was just one, but I know I've just been... However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city.
To fight against the akademiya, we will need to figure out...
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm innocent. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the document. Let me...
The akademiya entrance. Wouldn't that be too...
Don't worry about that. I'm only
All right.
So...
that...
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's all... Maybe it's time.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed... The Traveler's execution was ingenious. Well, now pray. But if we're going to pray to the gods...